Hello, welcome to the Citrus Garden. If you're new here, my name is Christina. If you're not new here, hi, welcome back. It's great to see you. This is a reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have significant Libra placements, there may be a message in here for you. So Libra, I'm getting a couple of messages before we start pulling cards. You may be doing shadow work at the moment, but it kind of feels like something where it's not necessarily like finding out what's in your shadow, although that may be part of it. There could be some sort of like new understanding or something like that about your shadow and what your shadow aspect might look like if you're not like necessarily aware of it yet. There could be something like that happening for you. And there may be something as well because the shadow is something that becomes that was formed from wounding. There could be something where it's like there may be something that's triggering, may be kind of like a strong word. It doesn't feel that quite intense. It feels more like there's something that maybe is around you in your environment or something like that maybe is activating you in a way where it's like maybe you are feeling like the need to withdraw or to like maintain distance from it is how it's coming through. So just remembering that the shadow is a protective aspect. It is there to protect you from potential harm. It only becomes a problem when it becomes sort of like the shadow's always active, even if there is nothing in the environment that causes harm, right? So just being conscious of that I feel like if you're feeling like a need to protect yourself from a person, place, or thing, just being aware of why that might be. Is it actually harmful, or is it something where it's like there might be fear about it or something like that? So just being aware of that. I don't know. It's going to be specific to each person whether or not there's like something where it's like it's actually harmful to you, or if it's just like there's a fear about it. So just being conscious. I'm just going to keep repeating that. Be conscious of how you're feeling or how you're reacting to specific, stimuli in the environment or whatever. So I'm going to leave that there. But I do feel like there's something here where it's like maybe you are feeling the need to distance yourself from a person, place, or thing for whatever reason. But that you're moving actually closer to something that is perhaps very new or it's coming in a lot with like Six of Pentacles. Like it's really, it gives you what you need. I'm seeing like the sea serpent from the animal deck. It gives you like, it provides sort of like healing or nurturing or like emotional nourishment. Maybe it's feeling kind of like that's what you're moving towards. So by getting distance from something that may not be serving you, you're moving towards something that is very nourishing, is how it's coming through. That may actually be helping to heal some wounds maybe that you have. So just be conscious is just how I'm gonna leave that. Okay, let's pull cards. Okay, first card you have is Winter. Very interesting. Okay, so that's a card of sort of like resting, withdrawing your energy. It's a card about sort of like planning for the future, that kind of thing, like gathering resources, making sure that you have enough for perhaps a period of like rest, or maybe not rest, but yeah, the Hermit, solace, and the pause. This is the beginning, the origin. As winter casts its blanket of stillness across the land, we naturally turn inward. A place of quiet, a single flame reconnects us to the mystery of our existence and the miracle of the breath. Yeah. This is not the time for doing, going, or getting. Okay, so maybe there's this there's this energy of withdrawing, right? This energy of like being sort of in a hermit energy, like in a pause, because I feel like there's something that like the star is really coming through very strongly, like because the hermit has the star in the lantern, so maybe you're receiving some sort of illumination. It could be like a dream or a wish being granted or something like that, but there's this energy of stillness or pause that I feel like is necessary for you in order to like gain the wisdom of something or gain illumination or clarity that's necessary. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to pull more cards. It is a very hermit-like energy. You may want to watch the Virgo reading from, I don't know when it was, last week. I love this card, the Mystical Sister. I haven't seen this card in such a long time. It feels like the Mystical Sister. This is such a lovely card about an ally, right? Like a true ally, like someone who is there for you, who's always supporting you. A dear friend or sacred ally who holds you in their heart at this very moment. With their support, you are able to do what you cannot do yourself. Between you exists an alchemical pact based on the ingredients of respect, honesty, and unconditional love. It's as if you've known each other for many lifetimes. You may have shared an experience from which you are always bonded. This archetype may come in any gender, age, or form. One distinct characteristic of the Mystical Sisters that they practice the art of witnessing and listening. They have no need to judge, fix, or give advice. Presence is enough. When this card appears, tend to the flame of friendship. Be a mystical sister to another. Okay, so there you have a sacred ally. I don't know if this is someone in the physical or it feels kind of like not. That's the thing. It almost feels like they're at a distance to you. But it's almost like this is someone who feels like a flame in the darkness, right? They're this like bright light in the winter. They could be somebody that you turn to for warmth and comfort. Hold on one second. There's okay, I'm not going to be able to find it right now, so I'm just going to leave that there. There's a poem by Emily Dickinson that's referenced in this book, the guidebook, 1383. So you may want to look that up on your own time. It's just going to take too long for me to find it. 1383 by Emily Dickinson. Anyways, there may be a message in there for you. Okay. This mystical sister, someone who listens, someone who is witnessing you, who supports you unconditionally is how it's coming through. A sacred ally, a very true friend, and mortification because you're going through some sort of death process is how it's coming through, like some sort of important transition. Okay, Neptune. I feel like, Libra, you're about to, if you're not currently here yet, you're about to have some sort of like very mystical experience. And there is someone here who's supporting you through this process. Because I feel like it would be very difficult to go through alone. So there is someone who is here to support you. Whoever this is for you. Okay, so this mortification death process, whatever it is, feels like a very significant transition for you, where maybe you're It keeps wanting to come through as like getting distance from something or someone or a place, right? Like a person, place, or thing. You're getting distance from something. It could be like independence in some way, or something that, again, it feels kind of like you're maybe something very stable for you is changing, or it's kind of coming through as being like you're having to do something on your own. Like this is a part of the journey where maybe you're feeling like you have to like be independent from what's normally very stable and strong for you. Like that, it's that kind of energy. It's like I'm seeing like 9 and 10 of Pentacles, where it's like you're moving away from the 10 of Pentacles to become the 9 of Pentacles. So there may be some sort of loss that is coming with this, but it's this energy of loss that comes with this new beginning, because the winter is this beginning energy, this hermit energy. I feel like you're moving away from something, Libra. But just a reminder, you're not alone, because you have this mystical sister ally, who is there for you, who's supporting you. Somebody that you trust and respect a lot. The sea serpent. I love when that happens. Okay. Yeah. Emotional healing for you, Libra. I feel like you're letting go of like some really significant wounds, because this is a card. This is the sacral chakra. But it talks about healing emotional wounds and expressing desire. Okay. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. Okay. Yeah, okay, so maybe you're learning to like express something that you desire, Libra. I feel like there's something here about like, okay, so only take this if it resonates for you, Libra, but sometimes for Libra shadow aspects, sometimes that can come through as being like people pleasing, for example. Only take that if it resonates. Where it's like you do things for other people to make other people happy. And I feel like maybe that's something where it's like there may be something coming through for you where it's like maybe you're not doing that anymore, right? You're not just doing things to make other people happy. But the challenge may be something where it's like, okay, maybe you're no longer doing things that make other people happy, but now those people are now sad. So just being aware of that, because I feel like there's something here where it's like you're having to take a step away or distance yourself from certain relationships, people, places, things, behaviors, where it's like it's not something that you desire anymore. And it's like you're moving towards something that you do desire. And that could be this sort of like transition or death process that's happening for you. And you have the gazelle at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting. Because this gazelle talks about being very present in the moment. You may be feeling very like sensitive to other people's energies around you at the moment. Just being aware of that. It also talks about like because the gazelle kind of is almost like a counter energy to the rabbit in this deck, where the rabbit is one who like fears predators, right? who like always fears that there's going to be something that comes and like swoops and grabs them, right? It's an energy of anxiety. The one of the solutions to anxiety is like being really present where you are, and that there's a reassurance that there aren't any predators, but you may be feeling very sensitive to that. So like you may be feeling very sensitive to like potential dangers. So just being present, just being conscious of that. I feel like you are moving towards healing and illumination is how it's going through. I keep being drawn to the mystical sister. There's almost like somebody who is like a light in the darkness. That's how it's feeling to me. There's perhaps it feels like a relationship. It doesn't have to be someone who's like physically in your environment right now. It could be somebody that you're connected to spiritually. It could be somebody it could be somebody who's passed, right? It could be like a guide. It could be like a family member or somebody like that. Doesn't have to be though. Just take it how it resonates. But there is someone like that for you who is sort of like, I don't know if it's like drawing you towards them, but it's like they're a light. They're holding this sort of flame for you, is how it's coming through. They're holding a flame for you. Interesting. Okay, yeah, the bridge. Yeah. A connection, a very significant connection, Libra. Good, but I feel like there is something here where at the moment, it feels kind of like there's a bit of a distance between you. For whatever reason, it feels kind of like there's a distance, but that you are moving towards, or that, I don't know if it's like you're moving towards them or they're moving towards you, or a bit of both. Okay, 1 second. The connection, the link, the gate. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, and personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes, rather than withdrawing, separating, and saying no. Interesting. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. Okay, so this card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, and histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. When light, acceptance, magic, and communication. When dark, lacking boundaries, or forcing connection. Okay. So maybe you are feeling, maybe you are feeling a bit like you want to withdraw. That might be part of a shadow aspect as well. So again, being conscious, Libra, of that, if that's how you're feeling. But I feel like this energy here is actually like encouraging you to become more open. But again, that line in the bridge card, it can't be forced, right? This bridge energy can't be forced. It has to be something that is like both participants are willing to work on this or to contribute towards this or whatever, to build this bridge together. So I feel like there is something like that for you. There's like it's very Six of Pentacles, how it's feeling, Libra, where it's like, there's an equal give and take. Everyone's contributing what they can. It's reciprocal. It's really wanting to come through like that. But which is interesting though, because okay. Look at all these cards at the bottom of the deck. Very powerful. The Crone, the Gem, Apocalypsis, the One, the Mystic, and the Heart. And then the Lover underneath that. It's very interesting, Libra, because I feel like there's something going on for you right now where it's like you're experiencing like an ending that is simultaneously leading into this new connection. That's how it's feeling. It's like you're, maybe there's this energy here of like you're bridging two aspects of your life. Maybe it could be something like that. Okay, interesting. Maybe there's some, okay, I don't know, there's so much. Two different aspects of your life maybe coming together in a way, like it could be something like home and work are coming together, or relationships and work are coming together, or there's like something like that where maybe different aspects of your life are merging in a very significant way, but at the same time it's like that's where that's ending. There could be something as well about like Nine of Pentacles is really coming through as well. Maybe something of like your independence, maybe it's not just independence, it's also productivity. in my mind, the Nine of Pentacles is also being very productive, very abundant. It's like you're getting stuff done. I feel like there's an area in your life where maybe there's a lot of progress being made. That's also the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. There's an energy here of like hands reaching out towards each other. It's a very significant connection that is built upon trust, respect, and unconditional love, which is really lovely, and unconditional support as well. I feel like it's also something that you really desire, Libra, with the sea serpent. It's also very healing. Okay, interesting. Fire, candle, earth. I'm going to read this card because I can't quite remember what it's about. The flame from one candle can be used to light 100 more. This is how a single light illuminates many. In order to create the change that this world is calling for, it is time for you to shine brightly and to share your light and to ignite the flame of awakening in others. You are a leader born from the flame of truth and forged with the courage and the strength to do what you came to this planet to do. Live giant, light the flames of others, and be a leader of legacy. The time is now. Okay. Okay, so you're taking, it's not necessarily something where it's like you're, I don't know, maybe you are taking on some sort of leadership, but it feels more like you're just doing something that is inspiring to you, right? That inspires you. That's very, that like, you know, lights your flame, so to speak. You're just doing something that excites you maybe, or that's like a passion project or whatever. It's passionate. It's very sacral chakra related, Libra. So you may be working with the sacral chakra. I feel like there is something where it's like illumination keeps coming through. So maybe you're having some sort of awakening experience, or maybe you're getting some sort of clarity, or maybe you have some sort of like clear direction about what it is that you want, or like what it is that you want to create, or this like inspiration is just how it's coming through. Maybe you're feeling moved towards you're feeling like you want to move towards a certain inspiration, maybe. Or you're just feeling very inspired by something or someone or a vision or something like that. It's a very significant, what was that? There may be a message in the Capricorn reading that I did last week as well, or a few days ago, I can't remember. But it was like, the title was that there was a major rebirth happening in the void. But it's almost like, this almost feels like one step past that energy, where it's like, this is the rebirth, is how it's feeling. Like, I feel like you're getting the answer to something, Libra, that you've been asking for clarity about. I feel like you're getting the answer. And perhaps with that answer is coming a new direction or a new path. Interesting. Okay. Fire, tribal fire, earth. I think this is a card about giving back to the earth. Yeah. The earth gives to her children without asking anything in return. The tribal fires are now asking you to nurture our planet just as she nourishes you. To give selflessly to the mother just as she gives selflessly to you and all her children. Gather your friends and your tribe in nature and give back. Nourish the earth soil with compost and minerals. Plant seeds, pull weeds, feed the birds, thank the trees. Offer blessings and gratitude and love and appreciation. Our Mother Earth loves us so dearly. The more we replenish the earth, the more we replenish ourselves. Okay. Giving back to Mother Earth, but I feel like there's also this like very it's a card about understanding the cycles of Mother Nature is how it's feeling, especially with this Death card, because I feel like, Libra, there's something for you where it's like winter, right? The seasons where the trees lose all their leaves. That feels like a very significant symbol for you. I feel like there may also be something about being really vulnerable or open. Like it's like the bare tree, right? No leaves to cover it. I feel like there's something here about, like, especially with the crone at the bottom of the deck, where there's like a very significant death and rebirth process, but it's like, that feels like such a the way that that's said normally in tarot readings feels kind of like it's not the right because it almost feels like something where it's like, I feel like that when that's sort of said, like death and rebirth, it's very romanticized. There's something that's very like raw or like gritty or like uncomfortable but beautiful at the same time that's happening for you. It's like witnessing a birth or witnessing a death. It's like very real. I don't know how to describe it besides that. It just feels very like vulnerable is how it's feeling. But that's part of Mother Nature, and I feel like it's also this sort of like there's like a profound sort of healing that comes from that. It's like, it's what's coming through. It's like, it's bloody, it's messy, but it's like profoundly human. That's what's going through with this, Libra. I have no idea what it is that's going on with this. Okay. Another card about expressing your desire. That's what this card talks about, the fire, volcano, moon. You have 3 fire cards, Libra. So significant change. Yeah, release the limitations that are holding you back from expressing the fullness of your majesty and your uniqueness. Give yourself permission to be the empowered leader that you are without submission, guilt, or shame. You didn't come to this planet to dim your light or quiet your voice or be an obedient little sheep. Just because the people surrounding you are playing small doesn't mean you're supposed to follow them. You are meant to show them a better way, a more authentic way, a more expressed way. Lead by example. Let your creativity explode like a great and mighty volcano of love and beauty and magic. Release what is wanting to come forth and claim your role as a creator. Let this burst of creativity erupt and inspire others to do the same. Okay. This is what I feel like is that sort of like birth energy. It's almost like, I don't know, maybe Libra, there's some sort of like energy that's wanting to be birthed from you, metaphorically. Like there's some sort of like, it feels again very like root or sacral chakra related energy, where it's like maybe something very physical, maybe something very passionate, maybe something very creative, that's wanting to sort of like be birthed from you. And I feel like it's like, I don't know how to describe this. It's going to be almost like a very creative process, but I feel like there's almost something where it's like, it may draw attention. It may draw attention. You have another fire card, Fire, Tribal Fire Star at the bottom of the deck. This card talks about narratives and making sure that you are, all the stories that you tell, all the things that you say are focused on sort of like love and peace and joy and all the things that you want to manifest. And I feel like, because that's what shapes our reality, right? That's how it's coming through. There may be some sort of like new story that's being birthed, Libra. It's really beautiful. I feel like if you haven't seen it yet, it's like you will soon. You will understand what this is. It's feeling very healing though. Very healing, very like fulfilling, very like soul quenching is how I would describe it, like satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna pull one card from this Animal Apothecary. Don't be shy is what I just heard. Don't be shy. I feel like there may be something about a shyness, because it's that energy of like wanting to cover up, right? Or like wanting to cover up. It's like what's needed here is this like openness is how it's feeling. No more hiding maybe, or there's like yeah. Feels kind of like that. No more hiding from whatever this is, Libra. Maybe from your own desire. No more hiding from your own desires. Okay, one more card, please, from this deck. Maybe we don't need one. Okay. Okay. You have two. Better than you can imagine. And claim your power with this tiger card. I'm not going to read the claim your power because I feel like that's pretty obvious. I'm going to read better than you can imagine because there's this energy of something being birthed. But Libra, you're being asked to claim your power. Okay. Before Dragonfly becomes her most authentic self, she spends about 4 years underwater as a creepy little nymph creature. The dragonfly nymph has no comprehension of her greatness. How could a creature that lives underwater even remotely fathom that there existed an atmosphere she had no perception of, which she could not only live in but fly in as well? Dragonfly brings a sacred message about your belief in your future self. She says your perception of reality is quite limited and naive, and your image of your future self is incredibly narrow, but that's okay. Just be aware of this. If you have a dream, Dragonfly is telling you all you have to do is work on it, and life will do the rest for you. Don't try to figure out what it's supposed to look like with your limited perceptions. Don't look at setbacks as the end of the world. They were meant to happen to propel and stretch you. Just keep working on your dream, and life will create something so much bigger than you have the ability to currently understand. Dragonfly's medicine teaches you to first surrender your need for something to be like the limited view in your head. Second, have absolute trust that life will deliver something greater. Third, be patient. Last, get excited for something bigger than your dreams is destined for you. Okay. There is this energy here, Libra, of like you're being birthed. You are being birthed, or some aspect of your power is going through a birth process where it's like, I don't think you at the moment have like a big enough understanding or perception of what you're about to step into, because it's like it's bigger than you can imagine. It's not something that you have experienced in your current energy. It's like a very powerful awakening kind of energy for you, Libra. That has to do with like claiming your power, perhaps having to do with leadership in some way, or like something that you're creating, or like what it is that you desire very strongly is how it's feeling with the sea serpent. It's like, all I can say is just wait for it. You're going to be surprised. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, Libra. If this reading resonated with you, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.